What's up, Team Buckhouse? It is time for another resort review. This is a video series where we go to a new ski resort, we rip it, we have a great time shredding around, and then we come back here and we rate it between a score of 0 and 100. How we get that score is we go through 10 categories, each category getting a rank from 0 to 10. 0 is not applicable, meaning they don't have it at all. 1 is terrible, 5 is average, and 10 is best in the world. So once we get the 10 categories, we put the scores together, and then that's how we get our 0 to 100 score. And you guys know, is this a sick place to go? Do you want to come here? I will answer the question, who is this mountain for? But also we give it that rank and you can compare it to Colorado, Midwest, East Coast resorts. And today on the chopping block is a tiny ski resort called Campgaw in New Jersey. And it's a pretty incredible place. Now before the score, wait till you guys see the score. Just know we had an incredible time here, and the score does not reflect how sick of a day we had. If you want to check out the vlog and kind of get a vibe of the mountain from the vlog, you can check that vlog out right here. With that being said, let's jump into this resort review after you guys hit that subscribe button. Now, Campgaw is a tiny ski resort. It has a vertical of 270 feet, 18 skiable acres. This thing is tiny, but you can still have a good time on a small resort. So now that we know what we're dealing with, let's jump into lift prices. Now this resort has a common theme that we keep running across where there's 7 trillion ways to buy a day pass. You can buy 2-hour sessions, 4-hour sessions, all days, everything like that. So we're gonna go off of the all-day price on a weekend, which comes at $53 for the day. And then on a weekday, it's only $31 for a day. So that's pretty fair. So for the all-day price and the fact that it has so many other options, because most people only want to ski for 2 or 3 hours anyway, especially on a small resort like that. I gave them a 6 when it came to lift prices. I thought it was pretty fair. I like that they gave everybody a ton of options, so you didn't have to just deal with like $53 and you only need to ride for 2 hours. So that was sick. Now, ease of access, how easy is it to get to this ski resort? And I thought it was pretty easy to get there. It's right off of Highway 287, and it's only a 48-minute drive from Newark Airport. So we flew in that day, and then we drove out there and we rode, and so that worked perfect for us. We had a travel day and a shred day in the same time. We went night riding out there, which they do have night riding, which is also a perk. So on the ease of access, I gave them a 6, a little above average. It's pretty simple to get there. Now lodging, I give them a 0. They don't have any ski in, ski out lodging. They don't offer any lodging. There obviously are places all around that you can stay, but there's no lodging there. Now chairlifts. This place has 2 chairlifts and a platter or like a carpet. That's a lot for the amount of terrain that you get to, but I have never rode on a scarier chairlift in my entire life. Literally, you were getting off the lift and like the bull wheel was going around, and literally you just heard them like bonk, 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 bonk. I thought the lift was gonna explode while we were on it. Very old chairlifts. There is 2 of them that do get you up to the top of the mountain. So you are gonna get to what you want to ride, but I gave them a 2 when it came to lifts. They were just some of the oldest chairlifts I think I've ever been on, and once again, I thought it was gonna explode. Now runs, or run. They claim they have like 13 runs, but truly guys, it's 1 run, a little bit of things that go into trees and area. It's one big just flat run, and it was honestly, it was still sick. A lot of space, is wide open, everything like that, but like there's no choice, there's no variety. Literally, like I just gave them a 1 when it came to runs. One score for 1 run. Now the terrain park, if you can call it that. When we were there, all it was with these like little rolls. We had a good time ripping them, but that's all they had for the park. And I asked if they had like features or anything, because we saw stuff online, and like online on one of the maps it said they had a terrain park, but the guy said that the new owner or something like that, they weren't going to put in a park. The last 2 years they didn't have a park in there, so those bumps were the only thing for the terrain park. So we gave them a solid 1 because they had something, but it was terrible for the terrain park. Now before I jump into the food category, I do want to mention that traveling to all these ski resorts is expensive, and if you want to support this dream, please consider snagging some Evolution merch. We got the ski sticker for all the skiers out there, and obviously the snowboard merch, any of our t-shirts, hats, anything, hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeves, all the merch, guys, is in the description. How I fund these trips is by you guys snagging the merch. So if you want to see me complete the dream of riding every resort in the US, consider snagging some merch, and you make these trips possible. So thank you so much for all the love and support, guys. Now the food. I actually didn't eat there. We showed up super late, we just rode, and I couldn't find anything online, but other than people outside of the lodge area, and from what I can see from everywhere, it looked very average, like normal food and lodge and everything like that. So we're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. We're gonna give them a 5 for food because I guarantee it's like the very basic what you get at any small ski resort food. So they got an average score. So don't worry, Campgaw, we're gonna give you that one. Now employees, a lot of people say you should do snow conditions, and it's just not possible depending on the time of the year we show up. Once again, Campgaw is in New Jersey. It's on the East Coast. We showed up, we had a powder day at this tiny little ski resort. I don't think that's supposed to happen. I'm sure that's supposed to just be a big icy block, but it wasn't. We had a sick day riding some soft snow. So that's why we can't cover snow conditions, because that's the outlier. That's not supposed to happen. And we could have showed up super early and again, super barren, or super late, and once again it's all melting away. So we travel throughout the whole year, so snow conditions is not really possible, but employees is, because an employee can make or break your trip. I had a horrible day at Keystone. You can check that video out right there, where the employees, they took my pass, and for a dumb reason, it was awful. It ruined my day, it's ruined my life. I'm still complaining about it. So check out that video. But for you guys, if you have 5 days to go snowboarding, on the first day an employee ruined your trip, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool. Or you can have an employee that works with you the whole weekend and they've been incredible and they made your trip exponentially better, and that's why we cover employees. So at Campgaw, I gave them a 3 when it comes to employees, which is normally a low score for employees, because it was mainly the COVID lady. So there was like, because we went during COVID and they had to do all these COVID checks and stuff like that. And the lady that was handling like the feeling like, do you have a fever? Do you have all this? She was on the phone with a friend talking like some of the most personal stuff, and just John never said hi, never even looked at us, just was like in her own world, but she was there working, and it was just like, what? And then also we had like a lifty that was like a little on the weird side. And so yeah, it was definitely like, the employees aren't the nicest. Oh, we also went and talked to the managers to see if we can get media passes, and they were extremely rude to Benton. So we gave them a 3. It was not the best employee interaction that we ever had there, but it could be an outlier. That could be the one day we went. But we gave them a 3 when it came to employees. Now, views and scenery, if you could call it that. It's just a bunch of trees. It's kind of just like now you are on the highest hill there, so you get to look out a bunch of all the trees. So there is a view. So we gave it a 2, but it's not like you're looking at the other mountains or anything like that. And the last category, the would I go back factor, because if I'm not willing to go back, why would I recommend it to you guys? And I mean, I did give it a 2 on the would I go back. I just, there's no reason for me to go back. On this journey of riding every resort in the United States, there's gonna be a lot of Campgaws out there that are these tiny hole-in-the-wall resorts that you go to, and it's still sick, but it's not the sickest. That being said, once again, we had an incredible day there. So I know that we're about to get to the final score, but the day we did have there was incredible. So I don't know, but would I go back? No, I'm not gonna go back. I gotta go ride other hole-in-the-wall ski resorts. So who is this mountain for? I would say this is a beginner's mountain. Like, hands down, period. If you are learning how to snowboard, come here. If you're not learning how to snowboard, not really any point to go here. If you want to teach your girlfriend how to shred, this is another good spot for you. But if you're already can snowboard, you're out with your boys, even with your boys, you probably get bored. Like, this is just a beginner's mountain. Now, before we tally these scores up and I give you the final ranking out of 100, make sure you guys check out the resort map. It's a map of the United States that has every ski resort in the US. It's really cool to just go around and look at all the resorts. But all the green dots, if you click on them, it shows the videos filmed at that resort. So if it's green, you know we've been there. If it's red, you know we're coming your way. So if your resort is red, just know I'm coming to shred your mountain and we can meet up and have a sick day. So check out the resort map. It is a tool. It also has all of the resort map scores and all the resort's elevations, and like, dude, Kenny has crushed the resort map. So check it out, play with it. You literally could probably waste a whole hour on the resort map, so check it out. All right, so Campgaw got a score out of 100. Smash like 28. That's our lowest score ever. Good job, Campgaw. We knew we were gonna get a low score. I wonder if there ever will be a resort that gets lower than a 28, but Campgaw, you're still sick. Don't let the score affect your personality, because you were fun. We had a blast out there. We met up with some local kids and they were having a blast, and overall, I said blast 6 times, but it was a blast, guys. But yeah, 28, our lowest score ever. I hope you guys enjoyed this resort review. If you guys did, or you're looking for a resort to go on a trip that's not a big Colorado expensive resort, check out the resort playlist. We just covered a ton of small ski resorts over the summer, and as we go into the winter, we're gonna be covering a lot of the bigger ones like Killington, Vail, Beaver Creek, stuff like that. So make sure you subscribe, check it out, and with that, Team Buckhouse, as always, thanks for reviewing a resort with us today, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with another video.
I'm on top of the ocean, living like life ain't frozen, feeling my feet been chosen for something other than motion, yeah. Mama told me I'ma be somebody. I ain't never gonna need nobody, no, no. I ain't never gonna need nobody, no cliffhanger.